Hello, and welcome to another Crack-a-Pack. Today, I am back, and I've got one more Modern Horizons 3 play booster for us to open up together and make a pack one pick one. Let's get started. So we're starting out with Smelted Charge Bug, Scurrilous Sentry, Petrifying Meddler, Cyclops Superconductor, Hexgold Slith, Contaminated Landscape, Seething Landscape, Static Prison, Furnace Hellkite, Eldrazi Ravager, our double face card has Boggart Bog on the back and Boggart Trawler. We've got Urza's Incubator as our rare. It is 3 for an artifact, rare. As Urza's Incubator enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creature spells of the chosen type cost 2 less to cast. We've also got Flare of Fortitude, which is 2 white, for an instant, rare. You may sacrifice a non-token white creature rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Until end of turn, your life total can't change, and permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible. And a foil Temperamental Oozewag. And the art card looks like it's the Sorin Flip Planeswalker card. Sorin of House Markov. Alright, so here is our pack, and we've got 2 rares today. I don't really know if I would want to take either of these first in a draft though. The use case on each of them seems a little bit narrow, unfortunately. Just thinking about this in a draft context. Flare of Fortitude seems like a useful spell, but the casting cost is a bit high for me, and I don't really want to be sacrificing creatures to avoid paying that cost. Not to mention that a lot of these decks are going to be at least 2 colors, and maybe even 3 or 4. So the likelihood of having a white creature at the right time to cast this spell might be pretty small realistically. So I think I would pass on that one. And then Urza's Incubator. I would love to put in a commander deck, but for draft, I don't really think is applicable. The ideal scenario, I think, would be to be able to put this in an Eldrazi deck, because you can be fairly confident that you have enough creatures that are the same creature type, and overall they are going to be a bit more expensive than typical creatures. But I would be a bit hesitant to commit to this as a first pick, not knowing if that is even the deck that we are headed for yet. So I think I would probably pass on this one as well for now. And as for the rest of the pack, I see a couple pretty good energy cards in here. And these might be what would draw my attention most. Out of the 2 of these, it's probably going to be Static Prison for me. I think it's a pretty effective removal card and leaves us a bit more open than the Cyclops would. So I'm probably going to take that as my first pick here. But of course, I am curious to know what you would be taking. Would you say that we're aligned on Static Prison? Would you be taking one of the rares instead, or something else entirely? Maybe one of the Eldrazi cards? Let's talk about it down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, I would so appreciate if you would hit that thumbs up button, and please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll be back with new Magic the Gathering ASMR videos every Monday and Friday. A huge thank you to everyone who has already subscribed, all 700 of you, which I really can't believe, but I am so grateful. Your support truly means the world to me. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.